Okay, what is up guys? Today we're doing a very interesting video. So as you can see on the thumbnail, today I'm comparing Jupiter Forida with Southwest Florida. As you guys may know or may not know, Southwest Florida has actually been Roblox longer than Jupiter Forida has. But Jupiter Forida is getting really popular now. So it's interesting to compare these two games together. So we'll be comparing them at these three aspects. One is the level of detail in each game, and one is the popularity of this game, and then the third one is their future, like how will they develop more. So yeah, let's start with Jupiter Florida, and then we'll go to Southwest Florida afterwards. And so as you guys know, so I don't really play Southwest Florida, so I mostly grind on Jupiter Forida. So I mostly grind on Jupiter Forida, but I sometimes play Southwest Florida. So I'll try to make it like unbiased as possible. So yes, so let's start with Jupiter Forida and the level, and let's start with our first aspect, which is the level of detail in this game. So as you can see, Jupiter Forida has a lot of details, like in the game. As you can see, it has 3D rims, as you can see, which is something that Southwest Florida doesn't have. As you can see, like the rims are 3D, and you can see, for example, on this Bugatti, it has like these carbons and stuff. Yeah, and the car also sounds really nice. And this is also a really important detail added to this game. Yeah, but the problem about Jupiter Florida is that it has a smaller map than Southwest Florida, because Southwest Florida, it has been in Roblox for a much longer time than Jupiter Florida, and I think Southwest Florida, it has been created in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, and Jupiter Florida is created in 2023. So yeah, that is a 3 year difference, which is a lot. And also another thing which is really detailed in this game is like this part. Like as you can see, like I'm gonna go free cam now. So you can see like these gas stations, it has like so much details on it, and if you go into it, it's a really detailed. Yeah, but South Florida, some part of it is detailed, but mostly, let's say in general, Jupiter Florida has a better detail than South Florida, as you can tell based on the cars and also the map. So let's move on to our second aspect, which is, I forgot what's the second aspect. Oh yeah, like the popularity of this game. So yeah, so of course it's really clear that Southwest Florida is much more popular than Jupiter Florida, and if we quit Jupiter Florida, and we can see now right here we have 600 active, and it has 24.6 million visits. But if you go to Southwest Florida, it has 3.4K active, and it has 614 million visits. So yeah, as you can see, it's created in 2020, so that's been in Roblox for a long time. So let's go to South Florida. But in my opinion, I like Jupiter Florida better, as you all can tell, because I've been grinding on Jupiter Florida for a few months now. So yeah, I like Jupiter Florida better, but I also like Southwest Florida. It has like both of the game, they have different good things about them, and also different bad things about them. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of money in Southwest Florida. I only have like 200K in this game, and I don't really have a lot of cars. So yeah, and so let's So let's talk about the great details that Celsius Florida has. So as you can see, the map is not as detailed as Jupiter Florida's, and and also the rims. If you guys don't know, I couldn't really show it because it's nighttime. So, but the rims is actually like a picture, which has been like added on the rims. It's not like the 3D rims, which I've shown in the Jupiter Florida. So it's not 3D like in Jupiter Florida, but this is like a picture on the rim. It's a picture. They didn't model it really well, so that is not really a great detail. And as you can see, like the map, it has a big map, but it's pretty empty. So yeah, if you prefer like a bigger map, Celsius Florida is your choice. But if you prefer like a more detailed map, yeah, then Jupiter Florida is a better choice. So yeah, but the thing about Celsius Florida, what's really great about it is that you have like the signs here, so you can see kind of where you go, especially if you're a new player, and you can also refuel your gas here. So yeah, and also the popularity of this game is really popular. It's probably like the most popular roleplay game on Roblox. Yeah, so so many of my friends play Celsius Florida, so I started playing Celsius Florida because of them. So yeah, and you also have the mechanic shop, the Sunset Performance. I guess you can go customize in here, so pretty cool. I mean, Jupiter Forida, they're adding a new mechanic shop, but I hope it's really good. So yeah, and another thing I really like about this game is that you can tune the car like to whatever like style you want. You can tune it to drift car, you can tune it to racing car. Like for example, I tuned this car into a drift car. Although I'm not really good at drifting, probably most of you guys are there. You guys are better than me, but I tuned it to a drift car. So yeah, because I like drifting. So yeah, and the dealership's right here. So for last, let's talk about like the future of this game, like of these two games, like how will they develop. So, and I also made a few predictions about Jupiter Florida. So for Jupiter Florida, my predictions are, I think the developer will make Jupiter Florida more of a driving game than a roleplay game, because for now most of the updates in Jupiter Florida they're about cars and less about roleplay features. As you may not know, they're all about cars. They're adding new cars, but they may be adding new roleplay features in the future, but I'm not sure. But up till now, they're mainly focusing on cars and fixing bugs. So yeah, but for Celsius Florida, I don't know, because they haven't had an update for like a few years. I don't know. So yeah, they're always talking about like the revamp, the really big map revamp, I think. Yeah, and I think they said they're adding boats in Celsius Florida, but I'm still not sure about this. And if you drive to a dealership, you can actually see some boat models outside of the dealership in Celsius Florida, but these don't actually work. It's just a model. You can't tow them. Unlike Jupiter Florida, Jupiter Florida, you can tow the boat, head out to the sea, and and you can fish on the boat. So yeah, that's what really makes Jupiter Florida a very good game and very famous. But yeah, the dealership of Celsius Florida is certainly bigger than Jupiter Florida, and yeah, like if you walk into the dealership, it's so much bigger. It's double story, but it also has more of a choice. Like there's also many cars. There's more cars in Celsius Florida than Jupiter Florida, I think. Yeah. Oh, they also added the Kawasaki Ninja. I can't even buy it. Probably gonna buy it at some point later. So yeah, and yeah, so that is something that makes Celsius Florida very good and very popular. And also the design of the dealership, it's so good. Like I like the design of the dealership, and you have the mechanic shop behind the dealership, and it's so good. Yeah, I like how it's like just behind the dealership, and you have like all the office thing, and yeah, you have it right here. Jupiter Forida has it, but it's just way much smaller. Yeah, and but as you guys know, I mainly focus on Jupiter Forida, so maybe I'll go grind on Southwest Florida. Maybe like after I reach 100 million in Jupiter Florida, which I think this will never happen. But yeah, it's just my future, like, yeah. So yeah, but I like both of these games very much, like, yeah, on different reasons. But yeah, so let me know which one do you prefer, Southwest Florida or Jupiter Florida, or I don't know, maybe we have other roleplay games like in Greenville, or like emergency response. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. And certainly Jupiter Florida is my favorite, but I also like Southwest Florida. I'm trying to make it unbiased. So yeah, and thank you guys for joining me in this video today, and see you in the next video. Bye.